fully prepared to receive and integrate the governor and all his supporters, and those that willingly left PDP into APC. We want to allay the fears of the old members of APC that we have sat with the governor and we made him to understand that people have toiled and suffered to sustain this party for the past 13 years. And therefore, he should not toil along the line of other governors that jettisoned all the contributions of the old members and embrace only his people. After all, we are all Tarabans. A political party is just a conveyor belt to your destination, to your ambition in life. And all Tarabans are the same. Whether you are in PDP or APC, we are all the same. However, we choose to, we choose different platforms. But today, by the grace of God and the understanding of the governor, that there is a need and a purpose for us to key into the agenda, political agenda and economic agenda and the new hope agenda of the president, so that we won't have divergent policies in Taraba State. And therefore, he jumped into APC so for the benefit of Tarabans, not for the benefit of himself alone, or the benefit of APC members, or for the benefit of PDP members alone. In fact, the entire Tarabans, the majority of people do not even belong to political parties, and therefore we will all benefit.
So how will this defection impact the political landscape of Taraba State? I'm sure you heard Mr. Bawa when he said this was not, also corroborated by you, he said this is not the sole decision of the governor. It was driven by political stakeholders. So is it true that this move was driven by political pressure from the federal level? Is it true?
Well, everybody knows the reforms being driven by Mr. President. And therefore, the governor was attracted to this. But he did not just wake up in the morning and say, I want to join APC. He had to consult his people. He did a lot of consultations throughout the local governments, the 16 local governments and the development areas of Taraba State. He consulted with the people in a town hall meeting, and he asked them whether it is proper for him to join APC. And because of the dynamic nature of APC, and because of Mr. President's policies, the people consented that he should, join APC for the benefit of all Tarabans. He did not just stop there. He consulted us, and we equally went round to, seek the opinion of our people, whether he is, in fact, welcomed into APC. And the majority of people said yes. For the benefit of Tarabans, we should allow him to come in. And that is what crystallized into, receiving him tomorrow. But unfortunately, the sad incident that occurred in Kebbi stalled that golden opportunity of us allowing him. Otherwise, we will be considered as insensitive if we hold, his reception tomorrow.
And that's a fair one there. Mr. Bawa, let me come to you. I mean, since you have said this decision is driven by the position of the political stakeholders, and the governor, having consulted his people, obliged to it because it is good for him, it is good for the people of Taraba. What kind of assurances or promises or commitments, whatever the word is, did the governor get before agreeing to move?
Well, for that one, it is the governor that has the powers to go in agreements with the APC people on what and what we want to drive. But I want to say something here. Now, for instance, in my own local government, the federal government is constructing a road from Mambila Plateau, from Gembu to the border of Cameroon. And the same federal government is constructing a road from Guroje to Kangiaka to a border town. All these construction of roads are done by the federal government, and it was due to the plea from the governor of the state. And the governor of the state also gave us a university in that local government. It's something that we have been yearning for it since colonial days. So you see, politics is all about development. It's all about people getting the dividends of politics. So if the governor has so many things that he discussed with the federal government that we may not know, but I am sure that the decision is a wise one.
Absolutely, you know, and it can be for a lot more. I mean, selfishly also it can be for the survival of the party, also for the survival of the governor. And I'm asking this question because this defection, this particular one, has sparked conversations about whether the governor was ever fully committed to the PDP's long-term objectives. But on the other hand, you look at the PDP at the national level, the party is in turmoil. Do you think the party mishandled anything that could have, you know, prevented this defection? Mr. Bowers?
Which part? The PDP?
Yes.
Well, you see, I mean, personally, as the state chairman of PDP, I resigned. Not because of the defection. I resigned because of the crisis in the party. It's something that one cannot bear.
I'm even talking about the governor now.
Don't you see what happens
Mr. Bawa,
today?
kindly hold on, sir. I'm talking about the governor. I'll come to you in a moment, but I'm talking about the governor. Do you think the party...
That what?
I'm asking you a question about the governor and why he moved. I'm asking if he moved because the party mishandled anything that could have prevented his defection.
No, it's not like that. I told you that the governor agreed to defect to APC just because he had almost 6 months consultation with the stakeholders, with all groups in Taraba State.
Okay.
And they all opted that he should move to APC. I've already told you that.
Yes.
one.
So let's now come back to you. I just wanted to be sure. And for you, you resigned because Governor Kefas is leaving. I mean, you served as the PDP chairman during a very critical political period. Do you accept the fact that, you know, after 26 years in power, PDP leaders began to take the people of Taraba for granted, and running to the APC is for political survival? I mean, two truths can coexist.
Yes, politics is all about interest. And you cannot rule out that people defect because of certain interests. You cannot rule out that one in politics.
Is that your answer to why you defected, or you left, rather?
No, I told you the reason why I left. There are two issues. One, because of the crisis in PDP. Secondly, because since the people have agreed that the governor should lift to APC, as a person we have worked very closely, that I know him very well, he's a performing governor, I decided to go with him.
All right. Barrister, let me come to you. What reactions, I mean, you've studied everyone in the APC, I mean, literally now. What reactions have you observed from the grassroots? And I'm talking about party loyalists and youth groups. And would the governor have defected without federal level encouragement?
Well, as you rightly pointed out, I have studied all groups and contending forces within the APC, having been the chairman for the past 7.5 years. Therefore, I am in a better position to assess and judge some activities that are going on. We have 3 groups of APC. The first are those that are happy that the governor is coming back and they are in majority. The second are those that are dilly-dallying. They are not certain whether they should allow him to come or not, but they have no right to refuse because our constitution, the APC constitution, allows any interested person who has fulfilled all legal righteousness to join us. And then the third group are those that will never coexist with forces they feel can supersede or overrun them. And they are in few numbers. And therefore, when the governor comes in fully, we know definitely they will leave the party. However, for the interests of Tarabans,
and you're not bothered that they may leave the party and work against the party?
We are concerned. We are concerned and pleading with them that we should join forces and allow the governor to come and work for the state and let the federal government patronize us for the benefit of Tarabans, for development in Taraba, because there are certain parameters of development. Without you having the same program with the federal government, you may not be able to key in.
Because interestingly, Barrister, APC has been the biggest critic of Governor Kefas' administration. I mean, I have heard APC youth say his leadership style does not align with APC values. And I'm sure all of that will stop now because he's joining the APC. After all, that's how politics is played in Nigeria. And definitely also the governor would be contesting for a second term. Has he been assured of loyalty, of support within APC structures?
Well, they say political sagacity is not a glamorous abstention, but a symbolic jingoism.
Interesting.
Therefore, those that are saying other things believe when he was in PDP. But I want to assure them that we will infuse the governor with progressive blood, that even if he was not performing, according to them, he will perform. He will perform with APC blood in him. We are assuring Tarabans. And therefore, they should not have anything to fear. The youths you are talking about, there was a time we learned that some youths are not happy with his coming. We tried to find out who the youths are. Up till now, we are unable to identify the group of youths that are agitating or protesting the coming of the governor. Let them come out and tell us that, then we will address them and assuage them to join the forces with him so that we move Taraba forward. It's a dawn of a new era.
All right. Mr. Bama, let me come back to you. And I asked that question about whether the governor has the support, has the loyalty of most APC structures in the states, because I remember also that sometime last year, the APC youth wing in Taraba accused this government, the Kefas' government, of a borrowing spree, citing over 300 billion bond, reportedly approved by the State House of Assembly. Now, I have 2 questions. Are you concerned about possible tensions within the government's cabinets or state structures following this move, just like we're seeing in Delta states? Second, what is the justification for issuing such a large bond so early in the administration, especially when critics say there are no tangible projects to match this debt?
Well, I only understand your second question. The first one, I did not understand it very well. Can you repeat that?
No, go on with the second one. I'll repeat the first word when you land, so I don't confuse you. Please go on.
You are talking about Yeah, you are talking about developmental projects in Taraba State. Is
Yes.
that what you are talking about?
Yes.
Okay. I want to assure you that for those who think that Governor Kefas is not doing anything in Taraba State, they just want to deceive people who are not in Taraba State. First of all, before he came, we have a lot of insecurity. In fact, most of us, we doesn't even sleep in our houses. And it's not affecting only one side of the state, it's all over the state. But since he's coming, we now sleep our eyes closed.
Mr. Bawa, that's not my question. I wanted you to address allegations that the governor had been on a borrowing spree. APC youths were very precise with the 350 billion naira bond, reportedly approved by the State House of Assembly. So first, I was asking you if you're concerned about possible tensions within the government's cabinet following this defection. And also, I wanted you to justify this this justification for issuing such a large bond so early in the administration. Those are the two questions, sir.
You see, first of all, I am not an economist. I do not have the knowledge to say something about all this borrowing and the other things. But what I know is that as far as Taraba State is concerned, the government is spending a lot of money on issues, on projects, on certain things. And I am very sure what the government gets in the month cannot match what they are doing. So for borrowing, I have no knowledge about that one.
All right, then.
And it's something that I
don't
speak about.
Barrister, quickly in 30 seconds, what assurances has the governor, given the APC regarding his loyalty and long-term commitment to the party? Quickly, sir.
Well, as I earlier highlighted, or rather informed you, we've sat with him and he has given assurances that he is not going to discriminate against APC members, that there will be a joint administration. And I believe there will be a lot of alignments and realignments and adjustments left, right, and center. And therefore, we are very, very sure that it will be a win-win situation for both PDP and APC.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for speaking with us on Politics Tonight. I've been speaking with State Chairman, APC Taraba State, Ibrahim Takor El Sudu. Also, former Chairman, PDP Taraba State, Agbu Kefas. Thank you, gentlemen, for speaking with us tonight. Please have a great evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching, everyone. That marks the end of today's episode of Politics Tonight. But before